Friendly match on the other side of the world in Hong Kong, to the ground where they've gained 10 out of their 12 First Division points and scored 16 of their 20 goals. A week ago we saw Albion lose at Ipswich, and in fact it's 7 months since their last away win, and this team shows two changes. With Carl Valentine injured, Mickey Lewis plays his first game of the season in midfield, and Nicky Cross loses his place in attack to namesake David Cross, who last week rejoined Albion after 7 years away from the Hawthorns, in which he's played for 4 different clubs. Well, returning to the Southampton side after a 10-match absence is Ruben Agboola. He comes in because Steve Williams suffered an injury in training. Southampton are also still without internationals Joe Jordan and David Armstrong, but they've now gone 7 league games without defeat, winning their last 3. Today's referee is Neville Ashley of Nantwich in Cheshire. Southampton in the black shorts. Kick-off attacking from left to right, having taken maximum points from West Bromwich Albion last season. Mickey Mills captain for the day in the absence of Steve Williams. That's a Southampton throw. And Mills will take it. Baird once more. Referee allowing some really stern tackles to go unpunished, although when Mackenzie was brought down by Holmes, he did blow his whistle and will indeed speak to the Southampton man. Cross his header, and he was being held from behind by Kevin Bond. That was a good decision by the referee. Well, Kevin Bond won't agree, I'm sure. Martin Bennett being pushed forward. There he is, the blonde-haired player on the extreme right of the picture. Thompson and Cross, 2 big men as well. Plenty of aerial power for Albion. Hunt's kick. Oh, and it was Cross who came to meet it, and at the second occasion he nearly turned it in, and it was off the line by Wright. So, David Cross may well have marked his reintroduction to Albion's team with a goal, because as the kick was knocked back, it was Cross who won the ball in the air, and then Cross who got to the dropping ball first as well, but Wright was perfectly positioned to clear. Lewis. This is Whitehead. David Cross has really done well every ball that's been played to him so far. Here's Hunt. Robertson. Statham. Wallace comes to meet him. Mackenzie. Well, Shilton makes shots even of that ferocity look so easy to judge, but that flew past the upright. Was hit with some real power by Steve Mackenzie. Lewis. Mackenzie brings it down for Hunt. Bennett. Cross laying it off, but getting an ankle kicked from Kevin Bond from behind. Referee Neville Ashley explaining to Kevin Bond exactly why he's given that free kick and exactly what he'll do if he errs again. Well, they were a fearsome trio as players, if you can make them out there on the Albion bench. Johnny Giles, Norman Hunter and Nobby Stiles, the new management team at the Hawthorns. Grealish. Oh, it took a deflection, and that's taken it for a corner. Grealish's kick. Hunt got up there. Wright was the first man to reach it. Bennett. And now Statham. In towards Cross, but Bond clear. Moran's header. Only dropping for Grealish. And a throw-in. Only seconds remaining of the first half. And indeed, that's the end of a rather lifeless first half, in which, to be honest, the crowd had very little to enthuse over. The football rather scrappy, and one can only say that the second half has to be a lot better. David Cross's effort, knocked off the line by Mark Wright, the only real opportunity of the half. 0-0. Well, Nicky Cross has had to come on for the start of the second half for West Bromwich Albion. Derek Statham, the left-back, has a groin injury, and that's meant a reshuffle as Albion prepare to kick off in this second half, with Whitehead switching from right-back to left-back, and it looks as though Lewis has slipped into the right-back position. So West Bromwich Albion, who finished 17th in the first division last season, currently 15th. And it could have been even worse, but for that fine home record we were telling you about at the start of play. But they certainly haven't produced their best form as yet. Dennis. Holmes. Robertson forward. And off Kevin Bond. Thompson made it hard. Cross. This is Mackenzie. Lewis still getting forward, even though he is nominally a right-back now, and being held back by Steve Moran. So an early free kick in a useful position here for Albion, as Shilton moves his men around. Bennett is over on the far post. It came off right, didn't really go where he intended it, but there was no Albion man there. Holmes clear. Wallace holding it up well. Moran. And this is Nicky Cross. We now have two crosses on the field, David and Nicky. Both playing for Albion, of course. Number 12 is Nicky, forward. Meantime, there's a Southampton player, I think it's Moran, lying down injured midway inside the Albion half. As Hunt spreads play to Lewis, who did well. Played in field to Mackenzie. Struck straight against Bond. And Moran, there you can see him just in the background, still lying injured. But play continues. Well, not now. The Albion players are angry that the referee has stopped play, because they felt that when Southampton had the ball, had they been sufficiently anxious, they surely would have put it out of play. Way over on the far side, in fact, walking back behind the Albion goal at the moment. There he is with Lou Chatterley. And how unfortunate that the top scorer should have to lead the action, as Baker comes on in his place. He's really a midfield player, but presumably Curtis will be pushed forward to join Bird. So both teams have had to reorganise in this second half. Thompson's header. Mackenzie. Bird intercepts, and Lewis made the shot, and it came off Bird for a corner. Hunt in a hurry to take it. Shilton in a hurry to organise again. Mackenzie with the ball. Lewis. And Steve Moran goes off with Joe Jordan and David Armstrong injured. One has to feel sorry for the number of key players Southampton have lost this season through injury. Bula fouled him. And the referee's fallen over. Just making sure his watch didn't stop. He did. Something's happened. Perhaps the P in his whistle has been dislodged. No, you wait till I blow. Well, it has been that kind of day, hasn't it? No, still whistling well. Here's Thompson. Lewis. Good header that was by Agbula. Right in the way of Wallace. Wallace being kicked by Whitehead, and an unpleasant melee of players. And the referee will have to get in there and get involved. And how silly, really, that in a game which has produced no excitement in terms of goalmouth incidents, we should suddenly see a flare-up like that. So the referee's had a busy couple of minutes. Nicky Cross. Well, in a way that sums up the game. The best ball of the match, and there was nobody to profit from it. Good header by Robertson. But that's the end, and no wonder the crowd are booing. Some goalless draws are exciting, but this has not been one of them, and the managers, Laurie McMenemy and Johnny Giles, must be as disappointed as the 12,400 crowd.